Hawaii's childcare shortage. The owner of a Hilo preschool that went out of business is providing new perspective into the crisis. Investigative reporter Allison Blair has more on the challenges workers face.
The owner of Hilo Keiki Care said she just couldn't afford to keep the preschool open, saying in the end she was making less than $3 an hour per child, a wage she wants to bring to the attention of policymakers.
Where can you find a job that gives you unconditional love?
Spend a few minutes with Doreen Kodani.
This is my child care.
And it's obvious for her, taking care of children is so much more than a job.
They would tell me, "Auntie, I love you." Gosh, that touched my heart.
For a little more than a decade, she operated Hilo Keiki Cares out of her home, a facility licensed by the state.
I was allowed 6 children.
And with daycare in such high demand, she says it was always a full house.
You had such a nice setup.
Oh, they loved that they wouldn't go home.
But all of that came to an end a little more than a year ago, when the 69-year-old says she made the heart-wrenching decision to close.
COVID came. They had more rules put on you, especially on sanitizing the place.
She says what was already a demanding day just kept getting longer. In the end, Kodani told us she was working 13-hour shifts Monday through Friday.
I even worked on the weekends too, to wash clothes, wash the toys.
And she says hiring help was out of the question. Each family paid $675 a month to enroll their child in the program. When you do the math, that equals to less than $15 an hour. That's just $2.47 an hour per child.
I couldn't make enough for myself.
It's not uncommon. This has been a historical issue for a long time.
A recent study completed by the University of Hawaii's Early Childhood Educator Excellence and Equity Project revealed the average caregiver makes between $13 and $17 an hour, about half the state's living wage. At the same time, they're trying to make the cost of childcare affordable for families.
The fees itself cannot really afford the quality care in the long run that all of our children deserve.
Low wages have driven many to leave the industry. Between 2018 and 2020, Hawaii lost 850 providers, 20% of its childcare workforce.
We have to really take a look at really the economics of what these providers are faced with.
Right now, there are several bills before lawmakers aimed at doing just that.
But one in particular is really looking at improving wages for those caregivers who are working with infants and toddlers, because those are the highest demand.
An idea Kodani would like policymakers to consider.
Because you're supporting the state should support part of you.
Both versions of that bill passed through a preliminary committee earlier this month, but we'll have many more to go through in the months ahead. Allison Blair, Hawaii News Now.